Hello everyone, welcome to the first Harry Potter review video. In this video, I will be talking about LEGO Harry Potter years 1 to 4 and the Harry Potter series. The game was developed by Traveller's Tales Games. The game was released on June 25th, 2010. Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment published the game. Feral Interactive published it for macOS. On initial release, LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 is available on Windows, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Nintendo DS, and Wii. Later on, the game ported over to iOS. In 2011, the game was available on macOS 10. In 2016, the game was available for PlayStation 4. In 2018, the game was available for Android, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One. The game is playable on the Steam Deck. I gathered footage on the PC version. On ProtonDB, the game received a gold rating. I got this game working with Steam Proton. The game is easy to run and works on many computers. The game runs smoothly with graphics at the highest settings. Critics and gamers alike gave the game a positive reception. It covers The Philosopher's Stone, The Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire. In this video, I will be talking about the game and answering the following questions. How faithful is this game to the source material? Do I enjoy the Harry Potter series? Does this game make me feel immersed in the wizarding world? And last but not least, is this game fun and worth playing? First, let's go over the history of Harry Potter. The Harry Potter books were written between the years of 1997 to 2007 by J.K. Rowling. Warner Bros. Developed the films with different directors from 2001 to 2011. The films are based on the books. The books and films received positive reception. The LEGO sets were developed between 2001 and 2007. Then they went dormant for 3 years. Between 2010 and 2011, the sets got rebooted with improved modeling. Then they were discontinued. Since 2018, LEGO released Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts sets. Let's talk about my experience with Harry Potter. I read all 7 Harry Potter books by J.K. Rowling and some of the other books, such as The Tales of Beedle the Bard. I enjoyed reading the books. The lore and the world are great. Most of the characters are interesting. The wizarding world is immersive and interesting. I saw most of the films. The films are great and well made. I like the special effects. The films immersed me in the wizarding world. Now I'm going to discuss the game. The minifigures are accurate to the films. I can literally imagine the physical appearance of the actors with some slight tweaks when I read the books. For example, Severus Snape looks like Alan Rickman. For Neville Longbottom, in the books, he had blonde hair, but in the films, he had brown hair. In the game, Neville has black hair. One missing detail for the minifigures is the eye colors. In the books, Harry Potter has green eyes. The minifigure does not have him with green eyes. Instead, he has black eyes, just like every other minifigure. In the books, Severus Snape has penetrating eyes that resemble tunnels. In my opinion, the minifigure of Severus Snape depicts him pretty well. In the levels, players find 4 house crests. The house crests are depicted pretty well. They have the appropriate colors and emblematic animals. I greatly appreciate the eagle for the Ravenclaw crest. The eagle represents intelligence and wisdom. The world looks amazing. I feel immersed in the wizarding world. The graphics made my jaw drop. Diagon Alley and Hogwarts look great. The modeling such as Hagrid's hut and Hogwarts Bridge looks great and accurate too. The textures are great. The lighting effects and shadows look good. I like the Lumos effect. The particle effects look good. I can easily identify which LEGO pieces or models require a specific spell. Expecto Patronum does not produce a Patronus animal. Instead, it is a white particle effect with a beautiful sound. A Patronus animal does exist in a cutscene, which I appreciate. The Patronus animal is transparent and looks good. The weather effects are great. The frost on the windows look realistic. The snow effects look good. However, there are no footprints left behind in the snow. I noticed some jagged edges in some places. The stomping effects are intense and great. The screen shakes a little bit. The stomping effects come from Ruby as Hagrid, Fluffy, and dragons. The animations are good. I like the smooth flow of using magic to build Lego models. The movement animations look smooth. There are minifigure animations on the top left and right corner for the images of the selected players. Some visual effects are great. For example, in the News from Azkaban level, I like how the game camera shows you are on a train. Then, when you walk to a wall, the game shows the wall of the train. Both in-level and cinematic cutscenes are great. They captured the events of Harry Potter in Lego form. They are interesting. The cutscenes are unskippable. One annoying part of the in-level cutscenes is that they take control away from the players from moving. The players cannot collect studs. Sometimes the players can collect studs after the in-level cutscenes. The Tom Riddle's Diary level has areas without color. The only thing that have color are the Harry Potter minifigures and magic effects. As a result, I felt like I was exploring Tom Riddle's past. There is a little bit of voice acting in the game. I enjoyed the music. The music comes from the film soundtracks. In some instances, there are some remixes of the music. The remixes are great in my opinion. The most annoying sound is the crying of the mandrakes. The crying does not kill the characters. It slows them down. From testing, the mandrakes do not slow down pets such as scabbers and crookshanks. As a result, the visual effects and most of the sounds are great. They captured the presentation of the wizarding world accurately. The gameplay is the same as every other Traveler's Tales Lego game where players move their character around the world, solve puzzles, fight enemies, and explore new areas. In addition, players can build with Lego bricks with Wingardium Leviosa. Once players complete the story modes, players unlock the free play mode, which allow players to play as any character they want and complete levels. The game is fun in both single player and co-op mode. Some characters can use magic. In the story mode, some characters such as Tom Riddle and Madame Pomfrey have spells the player unlocks later. Throughout the game, players gradually unlock new spells by progressing through the story mode, or buying them at Wizacre's Wizarding Equipment. In addition, players can switch between spells by holding the tag keybind to activate the spell wheel, or using the last spell and next spell keybinds. For some spells, the game provides a classroom as a controlled environment to practice the spells. I find this game to be mostly peaceful. Combat happens on occasion from my experience. I like how the player can interact with Lego objects in the game. Players battle against bees, ghosts, merpeople, and Death Eaters in the game. Bees were never an enemy in books and films. In addition, players can use magic on other characters too. Some magic spells do not harm the player and NPCs. Some characters, such as Severus Snape, can perform dark magic. Characters can interact with dark magic objects to gain character tokens or house crests. The player can unlock more characters by finding them in the levels and Hogwarts, and then buying them with coins. I find this progression to be a bit grindy. I needed to take some time to collect coins to purchase characters. Characters can ride brooms, which genuinely feels like flying in the wizarding world. However, I find the controls to be somewhat floaty. There is no direct way to move the broom downward. Instead, it glides down gradually. Unfortunately, there is no Quidditch gameplay with the brooms. Some characters, such as Hermione Granger, can travel back in time with time turners. With time turners, players can go back in time. The places where time turners are used are found where a grandfather clock is nearby. Hermione does not have this ability from the start. She unlocks it after the completion of year 3. Some characters can use pets to complete puzzles or tasks. For example, Ron Weasley has Scabbers who solve tube puzzles for him. In addition, I used Scabbers to explore areas on some levels. After completing the Prisoner of Azkaban levels, Ron does not have Scabbers anymore. He does have Scabbers in the bonus levels. Another puzzle that makes a return from LEGO Indiana Jones The Original Adventures is the tile matching puzzles. Players match the path of the 4 tiles based on a randomly generated pattern. The 4 tiles are found on a bookshelf. Hermione can complete this puzzle with her book. The puzzles are good and simple. They require the player to think about what to do and complete them and progress in the game. One aspect I find challenging about using Wingardium Leviosa to build with blocks is the floaty controls. It can be a bit difficult to place blocks exactly where you want them. Players go through these puzzles throughout the game. I lost count of the number of times you need to do this. The placement of the blocks takes some practice and patience. Players can create potions that are familiar to the Harry Potter series by exploring areas to collect ingredients and adding them to a cauldron. The potions are Polyjuice, Strength, Invisibility, and Aging. The Polyjuice potion allows the player to change into any desired character. The Strength potion allows the player to pull chains. The Invisibility potion allows the player to go invisible. The Aging potion allows players to bypass the age line. In the books, the Polyjuice potion takes a month to brew. In the game, it can take a few minutes for more immediate gameplay. When players explore Hogwarts, I like how players can experiment with trio synergies with different characters. For example, Harry, Ron, and Hermione synergize very well from my experiences. Sometimes I feel like I am being a Harry Potter character. For example, in Tom Riddle's diary, I felt like I was great and powerful when I was playing as Tom Riddle. Players can play as ghosts such as Myrtle Warren. She floats in the air. When you press the jump button, she performs a flip in the air. In addition, she can do some magic. Players can customize their character. They can customize the minifigure's appearance, outfits, and names. Each player can customize 9 minifigures. Each custom character has a code. Unfortunately, there are no Slytherin, Hufflepuff, or Ravenclaw uniforms. Players can play as custom characters by going to a pot with Polyjuice potion and selecting their desired character. One missing character is Peeves the Poltergeist. Peeves does not make an appearance in this game. In the Nintendo DS version, Peeves makes an appearance. In my opinion, Peeves is one of the most annoying characters in the Harry Potter series. He is mischievous and disruptive in the books. He cannot be created with the character creator. The extras are another feature of a lot of LEGO games. Some extras are unique, such as collecting ghost studs and fall rescue. Collecting ghost studs makes the studs that are trailed by a ghost turn into actual studs. Fall rescue prevents the player from falling into pits. Other extras appeared in other games, such as LEGO Indiana Jones The Original Adventures, such as Fast Dig and multipliers for the LEGO stud collection. Extras are purchased in the Owlery with LEGO studs. Extras are found near mailboxes, in levels, and the Hogwarts Hub world. Co-op mode is fun. There is a dynamic split screen feature that allows players to move when they are far away from each other. The split screen feature is unavailable in the Leaky Cauldron and the Theater Room. Some levels are unique. In the Black Lake level, Cedric and Harry swim under the lake. The swimming level feels like a 3D platformer. The level is fun, detailed, and well made. With golden bricks, players can access bonus levels and a level editor. The bonus levels consist of puzzles and are not part of the story. After completing the bonus levels, they can be edited with the level editor. The bonus levels are good and fun. The 8th bonus level is challenging. It requires the players to strafe in the air while landing on mushroom trampolines. I find air strafing to be a bit difficult. Once both players successfully do that, they earn a golden brick as a reward. This game has a level editor that requires 200 gold bricks to unlock. After playing the bonus levels, players can create and edit levels with the level editor. For builder tutorials, teach players how to use the level editor. The level editor is robust. In addition, players can edit the bonus levels. There are plenty of props and pieces for the players to customize their levels with. Players can manipulate the terrain. Players can add water, quicksand, and lava to the levels. One challenging puzzle is using the xylophone to put a dragon to sleep. If the player accidentally strikes the wrong mallet, the player must match the note's colors from the beginning. Additionally, the player is required to use Wingardium Leviosa to overcome this puzzle, making it a bit difficult. Outside the levels, players explore Diagon Alley and Hogwarts. I had a lot of fun roaming around the area and collecting studs. The Harry Potter stories are good. They follow the hero's journey and introduce people to the wizarding world. Each story has a mystery element to it. For example, in the Philosopher's Stone, the reader learns about the Philosopher's Stone and who wants to get it. Some parts of the game do not follow what is in the films and books. I am not going to list every inaccuracy and omission. Here are some examples I found. As a warning, this part of the video review will contain spoilers in The Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire books and films. I will spoil what happens in the game, books, and films. I added timestamps in the description and in this video to tell you when the spoilers end. In the game, Ginny Weasley appears to be alive and well in the Chamber of Secrets. In the Chamber of Secrets book and movie, Voldemort almost killed Ginny. Ginny was in an unconscious state. In the first task level, there's a part that doesn't make sense, having Hermione and Harry dealing with a dragon in the Triwizard Tournament. In the Goblet of Fire book and film, Hermione is part of the crowd and is not eligible to participate in the Triwizard Tournament. The boss battles are intense. For example, the battle with Aragog feels like you are being attacked by spiders. After fighting Aragog, Harry and Ron escape with a Vespa and Fort Angela. The chase is intense and fun. There are no jump scares in this game. A Vespa is not used in the book and film. I greatly appreciate the addition of the Sphinx in the Dark Lord Returns level. The Goblet of Fire book features a Sphinx. Instead of solving riddles, players solve a puzzle that scares off the Sphinx with a spider. The Sphinx model looks great. Additionally, I liked the hedge maze. I felt like I was exploring a maze. I appreciated the addition of a boggart in the maze as an obstacle. In the book, a boggart is an obstacle in one part of the maze. Not every moment of the books and films is covered in the game. For example, the animosity between Harry Potter and Severus Snape isn't explored in detail, nor is Snape's hostility with the Gryffindor students. The books cover the complex relationships between Severus Snape and the Gryffindor students. Additionally, the Yule Ball event is entirely omitted. In the restricted section, I found the stealth segment to be functional and simple. With the invisibility cloak, players can sneak past Argus Filch. If Argus Filch spots a character, he grabs a character and immobilizes it. Then you have to hit Argus Filch's cat, Miss Norris, to allow the character to be moved again. In conclusion, LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 is a decent and fun game, despite a few flaws. I felt immersed in the wizarding world. Sometimes I feel like I am one of the characters. The game is more based on the films, but I appreciated how parts of the books were incorporated. Some of the game's mechanics are reused from previous LEGO games. As a result, I will give this game a 7 out of 10. The game is fun to play in single player and co-op mode. If you're a fan of the Harry Potter books or films, I recommend giving this game a try. Thanks to everyone who made it to the end. If you enjoyed this review video, please hit hit the like and subscribe buttons for more reviews. Let me know in the comments what you think of Harry Potter. Don't forget to turn on the bell icon to be notified when new videos are released.